Thank you, Doctor. I think it was very inspiring, and also there were lots of facts and figures which I have jotted down. I represent non-formal education teaching organization, and today we have registered youth 7 years to 24, about 45,000 in all schools. Now I have two observations. One is, if you take the recent past, the presidents, if you take J.R. Jayawardena, every time he wants to solve the problem in the north, our neighbors India, to some extent, they interfere. There was also Premadasa's time, they interfered. There was also Ranil's time, they interfered. But this time for MR, they supported. So I want to see your observations, how and why they did this. Because if you are talking of a 30-year war, 3 presidents were not successful in getting that kind of 100% support from India. So in short, my observation is that nobody is talking of the support of India which solved this peace gaining process. We are only talking of MR and Chetral. And number 2 is about, say, a month ago, I was on the A9 road. And I found there were no people till I reached the real Jaffna town. And in the process, I found number of boats like Kadavata, Jayavardhanakama, so on and so forth. Now with this kind of observation, I think there is going to be, you see, a lot of reaction from the people who are dwelling in the north, and also these 300,000 people who are out of the country, because they might be wondering, I am not a Tamil, but if I was a Tamil, I will wonder why suddenly after this peace process, most of the empty land are given name boards. That's all.
Take some more together. Okay. Well, on the first one, on the Indian issue, you're right. India was very much part of the problem. It's a very complex story why India got involved, why they trained the combatants. And you're also right that India's support for Mahinda Rajapaksa was crucial. And support came in multiple ways. Whilst there was a large upsurge of Tamil nationalism in Tamil Nadu, the Congress party was able to handle that and continue to provide intelligence information to the military, and also to provide for what is called international support, to ensure that no other power would be in a position to provide that kind of support to the LTT. So there is no question that it was important, but I think it's also important to realize that the President developed a foreign policy architecture which was basically to pursue the war. India could not supply weapons. That would have been embarrassing for Tamil Nadu. So what they did was they both got weapons from China and Pakistan in very large quantities, and developed an alliance with Iran, Libya, a whole range of countries. and which was articulated in a way so that the Western powers, which were making a lot of pressure during the last phase of the war, the government was able to withstand that pressure and to be able to get the support of basically Asian countries. And I think the American, the latest report recognizes that the government created a balance of power situation to suit the purposes of the war, and that the United States and the Western powers must rethink. Because if you don't rethink, you're going to be out of the equation. Because today, in this part of the world, China and India are the decisive powers. They are the emerging powers. And China is not only a decisive power, it's also got lots of money. When other countries are in recession, this is a country that has surplus and is able to spend money. And last week in the Sunday Times, it said that China's loans to Sri Lanka has come up to $7 billion. This is unprecedented compared to anything that has come from the West, which is not even 5% of this. So the Chinese influence is one. Iran, Pakistan, Libya, all these countries. So, but at the same time, the government would make a major mistake if they think they can do without the West. Because our markets are in the West. Our textiles, our exports are to the United States and to Europe. This is why we are having the problem of the GSP-1, where the European Union has said that we may not get that concession. And this is why I have argued several times that we have to stop this toxic foreign policy, now that the war is over. Right. The second question about the signboards, I think, as I said, this is a very dangerous trend, this Sinhalization process that is going on. Changing of signboards to Sinhala names. All this has to stop. And I think they may have done this in the spur of the moment. But I think as a matter of policy, I think one has to recognize the cultural environment in which these things happen in the future.